Yes, record
Hi.
every day. Okay, thank you. Yes. All right, similar polygons. All a polygon is a shape that is enclosed, like you're used to. So similar polygons with the same shape. So we can't have like triangles compared to squares, right? We gotta compare the same shape. But this time we have different sizes. So last chapter we talked about congruent figures where we couldn't have different sizes. But now since we're talking about similar, we can have a big one and a small one. Okay? That's the difference between similar and congruent. Two things that we need. Polygons are similar if our angles are congruent. So notice that one doesn't say similar. Your angles have to be the same. Like if you look at this first example thing, our 115 and 115 match, 95, 95, 70, 70. So our angles have to be the same. Okay, when you have similar polygons, your angles are the same. However, your sides, they are proportional. That means that we're going to set up fractions like we've done for the last day. I bet you've heard this term before. Ratio of corresponding sides is called the scale factor. You heard of that before? I think you have. Maybe like when we did dilations. The symbol for similar is just this squiggly part, kind of like the top of the congruent sign. But when it just stands alone, I think it's technically called like a tilde. When it stands alone, it means that they are similar. So if you look at this dude right here, same sort of deal. This is sort of a congruency statement. It's a similarity statement. So you're still matching stuff. You notice how it doesn't have the equal sign under it, just the similar stuff? Alright, but we're still matching, okay? So AB, what do we think AB matches in the other one? Yeah. Same sort of deal. AB matches EF. So when I go over here, AB, this 5, matches this EF 2.5. So we're still like matching up sides. It's just that they're not going to be equal. They're going to be proportional. Okay. What do you think BC matches? FG. How about CD? GH. And AD? BH. Same thing with angles. Angle A is going to match angle what? EF is going to match B. C is going to match. D is going to match. So same sort of thing, just with similarity, not congruent. Okay? This thing again, make sure your letters are in the right spots. How are we doing so far? Fantastic. Okay, so when we check for similar polygons, all we need to do is make sure that our proportions are the same. Okay, because like we can't have like one side matching a scale factor of like 3, another one matching a scale factor of like 6. It has to be the same scale factor throughout all of the sides. Okay? Alright, first off, in number 1, do I have angles that match? Yeah, I have right angles. So these match. I have these that match. If those two match, what do you think's true about D and C?
They probably match too.
They match too, yeah, because if I like add them up to 180 and subtracted, I get the same number if the other two match. Okay, so our angles are good. Angles have to match. Alright, now is where we do our proportions. If I took AB is 15, so AB is 15, right? What's gonna match 15 or that AB? FE. And you read that from this dude. Also, you probably can just look. If I have a proportion of 15 over 30, can I simplify that?
Yes.
What is it? 1/2. So I'm looking for the other ones to be in a proportion or a ratio of 1/2. Okay. How about BC? BC is 17. What matches that one? 34. My hypotenuse. Is that in a ratio of 1/2? Yep. So that one's good. And then the last one's 8 and 16. Is that reduced to 1/2? They're all 1/2. So are the polygons going to be similar? Yeah, they are. So then it says write a similarity statement, and the scale factor is just this 1/2. Similarity statement. So if I said ABC is similar to, what do we say matches A? F. What matches B? E. And what matches C? A, B, C, and the feds. Alright. Seem like we can do this? Perhaps? I think we can. Ooh, what's this next shape?
A rectangle.
A rectangle. So, how come MN doesn't have a number?
Because it's equal on both sides.
Yeah, because rectangles have equal lengths on each side. So you don't always need to compare every single side. You just gotta compare the ones that are different. Like here, this is gonna be 10 and this one's gonna be 16, so you don't need to do that again because we're already gonna do it there. Does that make sense?
Sure.
If you don't know what matches up, you're gonna go like big number, like the big number out here is 10, and the big number out here is 16. So if you truly didn't know which ones matched, you just take the big numbers of each one and the small numbers of each one. Alright, first off, do our angles match?
Yes.
Yeah, they're all right angles, so that's good. Now we gotta check our proportions. So which two am I gonna put together? 10 and 16. Can I reduce that to what? 2/3? I don't know about that one. Is it really? That's what I was thinking. 2 goes into both of them, right? 5/8. And what's the other one that I'm going to match? 4 and 6. Could I flip this and make this 6/4? No, you gotta stay consistent, otherwise you're not going to get the same scale factor. So if you do the left one first, you gotta do the left one first and the next one, okay? What is this reduced to? 2/3. Are they the same? So these two are different. So are they? Right. They're not similar. So are they similar? No. So then we don't have to write a similarity statement. Alright. Do we need to do this one? No, we're okay. We know how to match angles and sides and reduce. Do we need to list congruent angles and sides again? Should we do it?
Yeah.
Okay. Angles. What matches angle Q? What matches angle R? What matches angle S? Got my angle sign. The extended proportions, just your sides. So if I have QR, what matches QR? DE. Oh no, don't do that. Oh gosh, no, it's not gonna go away. Hopefully it will. Maybe not. Okay. QR over DE equals RS. It's gonna match RS. EF. And then the left side of the triangle, QS, is gonna match what? So all your extended proportion is just matching your sides in fractions instead of them equal. still doing good? We like this still better than last one? Alright. Here's where our proportions and what we did the last 2 days come into play. It says if the figures below are similar with a scale factor of 2 to 3, find the value of x. Okay, anytime it says 2 to 3, we are going to assume this is 2 and this is 3. Why would I assume that this is the smaller number and this is the bigger number?
Because this one's bigger.
Yeah, the smaller number gets a smaller picture, the bigger picture gets a bigger number. Okay, so we got our proportion of 2 to 3. So which one should I put on top, the 42 or the x? The 42, that's what it matches. How am I going to solve? Cross multiply. So 2x equals 126.
Try doing that in your head.
63.
126.
Well, see, it's easy when you already have the answer.
Just got the
And then just make sure your answer is actually bigger, and it is. Let's try the next one. Figures below are similar with a scale factor of 6 to 5. Which one's going to get 6, top or bottom? Top. Why? Because it's bigger. This one's got 5. So if I put my fraction 6 to 5, what's going to go on top of my next one? X and 28 on bottom. So 5x equals 6 times 28. Dylan. What is
6
it?
times 28.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. What is it?
I don't know.
160.
What is it?
160.
Thanks,
I
bud.
didn't Shoot.
What's x? Does it make sense that 33.6 is bigger than 28? Yeah, because that figure is bigger. Alright, questions there. Let's do some of these. Can anybody tell me what x is right off the top of their head?
30.
How do you know that?
Because they're similar, so the angles have to be.
Yes. Your angles are the same, so don't ever set up your fractions with angles. Angles are the same. So this 30 matches that x, so right away we can say that x is 30. Because your angles are the same, they're equal. It's your sides that you gotta set up the fractions for. Alright. Give me one fraction. Or like one pairs that match. 8 and 5. So let's go 8 over 5. If I put 8 over 5, what does my other fraction have to look like? Y over 2.5. Matthew, Kaylee. What do we do? Cross multiply 5y equals 20. Y is 4. So our x is 30. Y is 4. Alright, number 2. What letter you want to solve for first? X, Y, or Z? Z? You want to solve for Z first? I don't think we can solve for Z first.
Solve for y first.
Let's do the X.
Let's solve for x.
What do I know about the
I
X?
don't want to solve for x. It's too
Yeah, that 3x has to equal 100. So x is a lovely decimal 33.33, right?
Yeah.
comes to your sides, you have to find two sides that match that you have both the numbers of first. So which sides match that have both numbers? 12 and 4. Can't do 0 to away. Notice Z matches Y. So we gotta do our Y side first. What does Y match? 2. Where does Y go top and bottom? Y over 2. Cross multiply for Y equals 24. Y is 6 plus C. Alright, good there? Okay, what do you think I should do with the Y here? I would plug that in. So 3 times 6 minus 2 is how much? 16. So this side is 16. Alright. Other piece of advice. In case you made a mistake with this Y is 6, I would always use that same two sides to start your other fraction. Because you know that has to be right. If you want to go off of 6 over 2, that's fine. But just in case you're wrong, I would always stick with what you were given, okay? So 12 over 4 matches, what are the two things? 16 over Z. Cross multiply 12Z equals 64. Z is how much? 5, 1, 3, repeating. Alright. Questions so far? Okay, whoever has the music, let's turn it off. Do we need to do another one of these? Or are those okay? We're good on those? Alright, let's look at number 4. Let me zoom in a little bit. Alright, notice it tells you how to match these. Okay, so it tells me JK matches what? NM. So that 40 matches 16. And then it also tells me KL that X matches ML 14. How would I set up my fraction? X over 14. Cross multiply and solve. 16x equals big numbers. 560. So x is 35. What should I start with my next one to solve for y? What first equation should I set up? Yeah, that same 40 over 16. It's the same scale factor. So we're going to use that same fraction. What's my other fraction look like? 45 over y. Cross multiply 40y equals, what do you say? 720. So y is 18. Questions? here, if I take this MP24, what's it gonna match? That 28 QP. How'd you get that? How'd you get it? I'll tell you what matches, right? What goes on top of the next one? Yeah? What is it? X plus 8. And what goes on bottom? Same sort of thing that we had. What was that? Wednesday? When you have two things going on, like not just x, but we have like x plus 8 and 3x minus 9, when you cross multiply, you have to distribute. Okay? So like here, we're going to get 28x plus, what's 8 times 28? 224. This one, you're going to take your 24 times 3. How much? 72. Minus your 24 times 9. $16. From there, you just got algebra going on. How should I solve? Yeah. We're going to subtract 28x. And we're going to add the 216. 440, right? Equals 44x. So x is good. Alright, last one. AD, this 20, actually let's start here. This 15 matches what? Yeah, the 2x plus 3. What does this 20 match? You notice how this 2x plus 3 is a whole side? You need to compare it to a whole side. So you have to add those two. Super common to do just the 8, but we got to put it over 28. Okay? When we cross multiply, we get 40x plus 60 equals 420. Of course. Subtract your 60, 360, right? So x is how much? All right.